One of the things I really liked actually was I saw the DSPN this morning, Martin Devlin talking about the first five eights, I guess up for selection for the All Blacks. He mentioned Mo'unga, Geordie, Beauden Barrett, Damien McKenzie, Ruben Love. He spoke about something really refreshing because everyone's talking about how Mo'unga is this, the savior. Oh, he's a savior. He's coming back. He's going to win us a World Cup. We don't even know what form he's going to be in. We don't know how he's going to adapt to Super Rugby, to New Zealand rugby, to international rugby. We don't know how much he's got left in his legs. We really are just hoping that he is the Richie Mo'unga we saw in 2023. So let's not get too carried away. Beauden Barrett is getting on. He's going to be 36. There's not much left there. Damien McKenzie has never really taken his chances. So, what is the harm in putting a guy like Ruben Love in there? Just throw him in there. And what is the harm? There is no harm. There really isn't. And the thing is as well, like my biggest thing now is that you cannot possibly, it would be absolutely criminal to take Mo'unga, Beauden Barrett and Damien McKenzie to the World Cup. You got a guy who's going to piss off at the end of it, right? Mo'unga, he's going to go back over chasing his next contract. Beauden Barrett is going to be 36 or 37. He's done. Like, that's it. He's not coming back. So what? Damien McKenzie, who's never really grasped the 10 jersey. I mean, you cannot go into World. I know we want to win the World Cup, but you can't just tunnel vision in on the World Cup. You need to keep one eye looking ahead to the future. So getting, take two of them, okay. Take a Mo'unga and a Damien McKenzie. Take a Mo'unga and a Beauden Barrett if McKenzie's not working. But make sure you have a young guy there too, whether that's a Ruben Love or someone else that comes out of nowhere. Like, let's just have, keep an eye on the future and start bringing some of these guys through, please. I'm sick of the whole idea that young players in New Zealand, right, who haven't played for the All Blacks, they can't get tossed in the deep end. They need to be shielded. You look at, okay, I'm going to bring up Ruben Love, but the way he was shielded for the last 2 years, he maybe had 3 or 4 games, only 1 or 2 of them starting. I think I remember him playing against Japan, and then last season he got a bit of a 10 minutes against the Box when they were running riot in Wellington, and then he got about 30 minutes against Wales last game of the season before he was hooked for Sevu Reece. Again, these guys in the breakdown will sit there and say, you can't just throw guys into the deep end. You want to set them up. You don't want to set them up to fail. But I think everyone has a different definition of setting a player up to fail. You look at the way South Africa does it, right? Like, they throw young guys in all the time. Australia does it. England does it. France does it. I mean, France have just dropped 3 mainstays in that French team. Penaud, Aldrich, and Fiku just dropped them. That's what New Zealand needs to grasp and start saying, you know what? Drop 3 guys, drop them, and then go back to your club, play NPC, and then if your form's good, we'll bring you back. If, but let other guys get a chance. There are guys in the All Blacks that are, they're getting on a bit. Probably having some time out of the All Blacks will be a good thing for them. But, again, going back to what I was talking about with Ruben Love, you throw a guy into a game against Wales, right, with a very heavily rotated team already, a team that probably doesn't normally play together, so they lack cohesion. It's a bit helter-skelter. It's all over the place. That's, in my eyes, that is the definition of setting a player up to fail, right? It's not meaningful. It's not an indication of Test rugby. You're throwing them into an absolute shit show. So why not throw in a guy like Ruben Love into, say, a top game, like a Bledisloe Cup game, or, against the Ireland when they come to New Zealand, or France or Italy or whatever. Throw him in there. He's going to have Roy Gard inside him, and he's going to have Geordie Barrett outside him. He's going to have Will Jordan behind him. He's got loads of experience around him to help him. And if you That's you've got players on the bench, right? That's what the bench is for. You put a Beauden Barrett on the bench or a Damian McKenzie, and they can come on to steady the ship if needs be. But that is how you set up a guy, a young 10 to succeed, right? I just don't understand this whole like shielding these guys from international rugby. It's bizarre.